Okay, good evening, class. We're officially starting tonight's session. We've started, it's a business analysis. We started yesterday with an introductory session, and we're continuing from where we stopped last night. This night, we are going to be looking at the importance of business analysis in digital enterprise applications that are used within the organizations. Some of us might know what digital enterprise applications are. If you don't know, these are what we call softwares. We use in office softwares, office applications. We call them digital enterprise application. We call them digital enterprise solution. Some of them are these CRM we're talking about. Some of them are these ERP. CRM is Customer Relationship Management Solutions. ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning Solution. We have ITSM solution as well. That is IT Service Management Solutions like ServiceNow and Hello ITSM, Zendesk. All these are what we call enterprise solutions. So that's what we're going to look at tonight. We're going to look at the importance of good business analysis in this. In most cases, you come to an organization, these are what they used to do their daily job. You know, I saw some people who are joining this class there. When they saw CRM, they were excited. They say, I know how to use CRM. I'm very conversant with CRM. Using CRM is different from working as a business analyst within CRM. Anybody can use CRM. Sales rep, marketing agents, all these people use CRM systems to do their job. But to make that CRM work, to implement it, to configure it, to customize it, to integrate it, these are the job of business analysts. Business analysts, they do recommend this solution for one thing or the other. Then they design how this system is going to work. Designing means they design the customization, configuration based on customers' need. That is the need and expectations of the stakeholders. So this is where DE is coming. And in today's business, everything today is technology. So you see, yesterday I was giving a lot of examples. I tried to give examples outside anything to do with enterprise solution. But the truth is that in today's business, you cannot do without digital enterprise solution. So you, as a business analyst, you need to have good knowledge of all these digital enterprise solutions for you to sell in the market. But you can do so many other things with your skill as a business analyst. Based on the examples I was giving yesterday, as a business analyst, you can be a relationship or a marriage counselor. As a business analyst, you can be a diet therapist. These are where people are having challenges. People have challenges in their marriages. People have challenges in their relationship. People have challenges in the way they look. They feel they are obese. They look so fat, or they want to add weight. These are things that are bothering people. People have challenges in their career path. Some people graduated so many years ago, they can't get a job. As a business analyst, you can solve this problem. Some people are trying to get married as a young man who are ready to marry, but you cannot see any lady who can accept you, or you a lady, you feel you reach the age of marriage. These are problems people have, and there's a business analyst, you can solve all these problems. The point here is that it's not only this digital enterprise, because so many of us, we have our mind narrowed as a business analyst, you are going to be it's all about software. It's not all about software. Business analysis is very, very diversified. So, but tonight, let's get started with the hottest one that can help you if you get a job, you know. So we start from there. The other ones like marriage counselor or this, you can start it as a freelancer, or some of these organizations can hire you as well. So, but the digital enterprise solution, digital applications, softwares, these are what companies today are looking for. Those BAs that can help them solve their needs, solve their problems with this solution. You must have good knowledge of this application. And we'll call people that have that such knowledge subject matter experts or domain experts. You must be a domain expert in one or two solutions for you to really fly as a business analyst. And that's why I try to take my students through this path. You know, there is no need of teaching you business analysis, and I'll teach you as a business analyst how to create a website. That's not enough. How many companies are going to hire you to come and make website for them? So what companies are going to hire you to help them implement all these CRM, all these digital enterprise application I've mentioned, like CRM, like ERP. These are where companies are going to employ you. Most cases based on experience. And if you look at the market, go to job sites, type CRM job or CRM business analyst, ERP business analyst, all these business, or you know, these are where you are migrating from one application to another application, or you are integrating one application with another application, or you are consolidating applications. These are a lot of things you do as a business analyst in today's business. You must know how to do this. These are various projects we're talking about. And that's where once it's approved that one of these two needs are going to be solved by you, then that's when the project manager need to be part of it in order to help deliver the project. So let's dive in and look at our lesson notes. Okay. Give me a sec. So, like I said, this night we're going to look at the importance of business analysis in digital enterprise application or solution. You can call it application, you can call it solution. Enterprise applications such as enterprise resource planning, ERP, customer relationship management, CRM, IT service management, ITSM. These applications form the backbone of modern organization. Everything organization is all about this. The organization is being built on top of these applications. That is organization. So organization today is not that big house. They are not organization. You see big house skyscrapers. If you go to London, you see a lot of skyscrapers. They are not the organization. Because all these people you see in that skyscraper, they can equally, all of them can go and start working from home. Everybody you see in an organization, is either they are working on this application, enterprise resource planning, or they are working on this application, CRM, or they are working on ITSM. There are so many of other applications, but it must be within one application or the other. And you can do this job remotely. I believe that's why so many of you are here, because you want the opportunity to be working remotely. So you can do all these jobs you can do it remotely. So the organization these days, all these applications form the backbone of this organization, all this modern thing. Before, where we use analog system to work, where we use filing, we come to the office, we'll have a folder or this. Yeah, we can put all those things in the office, in the physical office. But today, all these folder things, they are no longer working. All our information, all our data, all of them are stored in this enterprise application. And please, if you are the one that's not on mute, you put yourself on mute. So the success of this application is contingent upon the effective business analysis. All this application, you see them, they cannot work if there is no good business analysis. Good business analysis means that all these applications need to be optimized so that the company can get the best out of all these applications. Who does this optimization? They plan this optimization. It's your duty to understand the need of companies and plan to optimize their resources. All these applications, these are where all their resources that they contain companies' data, company information, everything. How can it be optimized? You make sure that all these applications, there is seamless data communication among all these systems. The way we human beings communicate, that's the way all these systems communicate. One system in an organization, they don't communicate, you are not optimizing those applications. You are not making the best out of those applications. All of them they are working in silos. Silos means when these systems are on their own, they can't share information with other applications. You know, it's just like you and your neighbors, everybody on their own. You cannot be a community in an estate. For instance, in an estate, everybody is just living on their house. Nobody talks to everybody. That is not a community. But a community exists when people living together start, communicating, interacting, and that is a good community. And that is when something meaningful will start, ideas, development, progress will start coming out of that enclave. So that is how these applications work. They need to be integrated Integration means when you tie them together. Like a rope, use a rope to tie all these applications together. You tie CRM system with ERP system so that they can communicate. You tie ERP system with ITSM system so that they can communicate, because it's the same information. There are people within the information, the company, they share information about one customer. Activity of one customer can go around the whole department. That customer will have a need for support. And you see where the ITSM comes in. So if the information is not shared, it's going to be difficult for ITSM to provide timely support. Some of these customers, for us to manage them very well, we need to have them in our CRM system. So if we don't have them in our CRM system, we might not be able to manage them very well. So you have their information in the CRM system and you can share it with ITSM. ITSM is IT support, so that when there is issue, the IT support can quickly resolve the issue. These people, our customers, they have their record in the CRM system. They buy, they purchase our product and services, and this money goes to finance department. The finance need to have record of these customers as well when the money is coming into finance department. And finance department, we use ERP to manage finance department. So CRM system need to be integrated with ERP so that when customer makes payment, automatically the record and the transaction, the invoicing will automatically transmit to the ERP. You see how this information is going around. It cannot work automatically like that. It needs to be optimized. Somebody needs to tie all these applications together and it becomes like one body. Who does that? You, the business analyst, you plan all these operations and make it happen. So that is where the business analysis comes in. So you see here, looking at this diagram, we have CRM system. That is, talk about, we have supply chain management. We have POS software. We have enterprise resource planning. We have human resource application. They are all called enterprise application. And here you see all of them. For them to work very well, they must be tied together for them to work together, sharing information. That's what we mean by enterprise application and the effective business analysis. When there is no business analysis, it's going to be difficult. Who is going to understand the need of the stakeholders or the customers or the employees? Is the business analyst who understand challenges. What are the challenges? I'll give you an example. Between ERP and CRM system, if they are not integrated, when there is a payment from a customer, the customer or the sales unit need to print out the invoice and take that invoice manually to the finance to show evidence of payment, or they can print it out, scan it, send it as an email. All these are what we call analog system. That is analog. But when they are integrated, the way we integrate it is just a line of code. with a logic, saying that if this happen this, let this happen this. If there is a payment, let this invoice from this payment transmit to ERP under this account at so time. So we define the code, the logic for that integration. And who is planning all this? BAs. You plan all this, design, that's what we call design. After designing, that's when you bring the developers to start writing this logic. This logic is what we call code. Every code is a logic. Okay, these enterprise applications are owned by different companies. You know, one company, you have all these companies, we want to use an enterprise application. It's very difficult to start developing enterprise application from the scratch. Like now we want to develop, let's say, Nearas.com, want to have a CRM system or an ERP system, and they want to start developing it from the scratch. That's a very big, has a lot of money. A lot. And considering a lot of things involved, you require a lot of, investment, hosting, a lot. So it's cheaper to just subscribe, pay for it, to use it for a certain period of time, and use some features or modules you need. And that's where these vendors come in. That's how that's why Microsoft is among the richest company in the whole world. How? Because when we do not know anything, these people have started developing a lot of enterprise application and selling it to the world. Every company start using the enterprise application. And you look around, everywhere you go, it's only few companies that are not using their product everywhere. So, and they have good infrastructure, security, everything. All you need to pay is just pay a token and you have access to it and you can use it. It's just like a house. They rent you a small portion of their system and you start using it. You configure it the way you want it. It's going to be a white label when you are getting it. White label means you can configure it the way you want it and you start using it. And you'll be paying, you decide how much you pay them. Is it monthly? Is it annually? You have an agreement with them. You start using the application to do your work. And this, who does this operation? Who does this planning to get it from the vendors and start using it? We call it implementation, fresh implementation. When the company, for instance, Nearas do not have this application at all, and we want to start it, like you guys are going to work on that. We want to start so that Nearas can start making use of ERP to manage their finances, resources, operation, and things like that. We have to decide the one we can afford. And who does that? Business analysts need to capture requirements. You need to have an interview with the stakeholders to understand their need, how they want to use that ERP. Is it only finance department? Is it going to be for operations as well? Is it going to, you understand how they are going to use it? And after then, you need to understand how much is their budget. How are they going to use it? What is their capacity, customer base? and staff base. These are things you need to look at. So it's the business analyst. Business analysts need to ask questions to understand how this company want to use that application they want to, acquire or rent from that vendor. And after then, based on the information you gather, you then have to go get the application. You procure it, you get the licensing, and you start designing how it's going to be used. You know how they want to use it. You know the modules they want to use. Then you decide how it's going to be used. That is what we call solution design. You plan how they are going to use that. And after then, you invite developers to start configuring it, start customizing it, start integrating it. These are how we do all this implementation. This is what the business analyst does. And while all this, the moment the company have agreed that we are going to acquire this enterprise application, there must be a project manager to monitor that project. In some cases, a business analyst can deploy without a project manager. I told you guys earlier enough that a good business analyst is a project manager. You can manage it without a project manager. I've done that before. As a hybrid business, you have knowledge of project management. Business analysts are more versatile. As a business analyst, you can work as a project manager. But so many project managers do not have experience of business analysis. I've worked with so many project managers that I teach everything we do in business analysis. But you hardly see a business analyst that doesn't understand how to manage a project. So, and that is for you, you see enterprise application vendors. So these are the vendors. If you are planning to get enterprise application for your company, we have this. These are popular vendors. We have so many of them. This is, you see this one is Salesforce. They have a lot of application like CRM. They tend to, I think for now, Salesforce CRM is among the best. Then we have SAP. SAP has been in the market for a very long time. They have their ERP is very good. Then all of us, we know Oracle. So many of us started those days when we hear Oracle, we think that Oracle is the IT. We didn't know that Oracle is just a company. But they have a lot of enterprise application. They are very popular. Oracle database is very popular. Then this is Google. All of us know Google. They have a lot. A lot of them they have. And this is Amazon Web Services. Most of the things they have is on the cloud. And this is Microsoft Dynamics. Microsoft Dynamics is a big ecosystem. Ecosystem that they've got CRM, they've got ERP, they got Power App, they got Power Automate, a lot. They got Office applications. So these are the vendors that supply this enterprise application we're talking about. I'm not saying that it cannot be developed from the scratch, but if you are developing it from the scratch, I don't know, you might be rich enough, or maybe you want to start subletting to others. So many companies, I doubt if any company is going to hire you as a business analyst to go and develop a CRM system or ERP system for them from the scratch. We do have them, but I'm not going to, if I have a company, because these people why we tend to choose these people is not just because of the cost, but because of security. We have all our data, money, stored information in that place. If we don't have a good security, the system can just be hacked and they seize all your information. And you know, information is the company. There's nothing like a company without information. So why we are choosing all these big names is because you can go home and sleep peacefully once you have your data within any of their applications. So we are not going to look at all of them, but we are going to look at Microsoft, the most popular in the market. Microsoft Dynamics Enterprise Application is a big ecosystem. Under Microsoft Dynamics here, we have ERP solution, then we have CRM solution, we have modular solution, we have AI solution, we have mixed reality solution, we have dynamic services. This is a big ecosystem. And in each of these solutions, we have them broken down into smaller stages. Like under ERP solution in Microsoft, we have Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. That is it, finance. Then this particular ERP system is for bigger organizations. Then we have Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management. This is for supply chain operations. If you see companies like DHL, companies like UPS, some of these companies, this is what they use to manage their operation. Most of their business is running on this infrastructure. Then we'll have Dynamics 365 Project Operation. This is for projects. It's not that so popular, you know, their project operation. Then we'll have Dynamics 365 Business Central. Business Central is ERP for finance, sales. It's everything. It's mainly for small and medium enterprise companies uses this. Then we have CRM solutions, Dynamics 365 CRM solution. We have Dynamics 365 CRM sales. We have sales professionals. We have Microsoft relationship sales. We have 365 customer service. We have 365 customer service professionals. We have 365 field service, and we have 365 marketing. So these are the most popular. Then we have others like modular solutions, like e-commerce. These are modular. We have a human resources. We have mobile app. Then we have AI solutions like sales insights, customer service insights, and they will have mixed reality like Dynamics remote assist. And then we'll have dynamic services, which is for planning. So they have a lot of applications. This is for only Microsoft Dynamics. You know, this is a lot of application they have, and they have companies all over the world using all these applications. So it's a big ecosystem. So as a business analyst, if you manage to understand at least one of these, all these applications here, you are becoming a consultant. We call it functional consultant. And that's why I'm taking you through this route. So that at the end of this bootcamp, you should know about all this and learn it and master them It's going to boost your career. A business analyst is not just an anyhow person. You hear a lot of time people claiming I'm consulting for this, I'm consulting for Accenture, I'm consulting for Price Water, I'm consulting for KPMG, NS Young, Arthur Anderson, all these companies, big name, big consulting firm, Deloitte. Do you think what do you think they are doing there? They are just helping companies implementing this solution. There's nothing there they are doing, no consulting anything more than helping people implement all these solutions here. So if you master all this, you can easily get a job with all these big names, you know, and that's what will help us to achieve. That doesn't mean you cannot get, I'm just telling you the highest or those big names you might be hearing. A person is working with as a big consultant with KPMG, Accenture. I've worked with their technical partners a lot, with their consult, like when I was working with Telefonica, O2 Telefonica. So the company technical partners or the consulting firm that help us that we are working with is Accenture. So we work with them. Most of them, they are developers. All these developers, they are from Accentures. So they do our BAs, which I led with Telefonica. We did the integration. So we integrated SuccessFactors. SuccessFactors is human resources application, enterprise application from SAP. So we integrated that with that of IBM, IAM. So, and the developers that we work with to do the integration are from Accenture. So you can work as a developer, or you can work as a BA, which they don't call it BA, they call them consultant. So, but they are all BAs. So these are all the things that we need to know. Business analysis within the industry of today that makes you a consultant, you must know, have knowledge of these solutions I've just listed here. Okay, let's crack on. Okay, let's bring the solution, let's narrow it down to CRM system. Let's not we'll have, like we see, we've seen many, but let's just narrow down to CRM system. Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM enterprise application. Under CRM alone, you see we have different enterprise application under CRM. Because you might just hear CRM, there's a lot of them. Under CRM, we have CRM sales. This is for sales. Then we have sales professionals, sales relationship, depending on how you want your sales to be stronger. But this is just basic sales. Then we have customer service. All of us, we know what customer service is. And then we have customer service professional, depending on how you want your customer service to be. Either you just want simple customer service application, or you want to add it in the professional aspect of it. Then we have field service. You know, these are like all these people for, if you see this, what they call it, this estate agent or estate companies. We have a lot of them here in UK, estate companies. They have all their servicemen like plumbers, electricians going to different estates. These are what we call servicemen, and they are service field, we call them field service. So this field service application is what they use, all these service men, they use to manage them. These are part of them. Then we have marketing, Dynamics 365 marketing. So this is where you do all this marketing management, marketing campaign, or this and that. So if you like, you can just buy one like this. If you like, you can buy this and this together. If you want, you can even buy all of them together. It becomes CRM Sales. But this is a lot of money. So that's why they break it down that if you cannot buy the full CRM solution, you can just buy the small part that you can afford for your company. But this is for the CRM. So if you already know how to, if you're a domain expert only in Dynamics 365 CRM sales, only these sales, there is market for you already, only on sales. There is market for you. There are people looking to hire you just because you have knowledge of sales alone. We're not talking about field service. We're not talking about marketing, just only sales. And then when we talk about this Dynamics 365 CRM sales, when you implement it for your company, this is how it's going to look like. This is a picture of Dynamics 365 CRM cell when implemented. So that is it. This is how it's going to look. And Vicentia Amio, please respect yourself, please. Okay, then narrow down to ERP alone. In ERP is big. It's not just one application. There's a lot of enterprise application running under this ERP, just like CRM. We have finance here, only finance management for middle and big companies. Only this alone. You can see that under finance here we have revenue recognition, credit management, intercompany, treasury, organization administration, account receivable, budgeting, audit workbench, account payable, cash and bank management, vendor invoice automation, cost management, consolidation, general ledger, fixed assets, expense management, payroll, tax, finance insight integration, financial embedded Power BI, asset leasing, delegation of multiple purchasing work items, finance and operation data, Azure Data Lake. So in finance, ERP finance, this is what we can use it to achieve. Then if we want for supply chain management for middle and big companies, when I talk about DHL, UPS, we have here asset management, master planning, self-service portal, retail headquarter management, transportation management, inventory management. So you can see a lot of things they can use this to achieve. And then you see project operation. And then come down here, we see Business Central. Under Business Central is for enterprise resource management for small and medium company, where we can use it to achieve planning, warehouse management, assemble management, production management, analytics, XBRL, tax management, service management, finance management, self-service portal, account payable, treasury, inventory management, workflow account, and so many of them. So this is the applications we have under this. So many, you can see so many applications. This is just for ERP and CRM. All we are just saying is, even in this ERP, just try to master this Business Central. Only Business Central alone, you can, there is big market for you. Like, let's say, we'll come to that when we search for jobs, look for jobs within all this. So let's just keep moving. So now, BA role in enterprise applications implementation. You as a BA, what is their role in implementing enterprise application like this, or business analysis? Here is, for instance, how to implement CRM in a step. As a BA, you need to define, if they ask you to create a roadmap, first define your CRM strategy, draw boundaries around the scope, build implementation timeline, choose CRM platform, migrate existing data, prepare training and onboarding, build in automation and integration, develop a feedback process and continuous improvement. So this is what we mean that we are trying to understand business analysis role in enterprise application, or business analyst role. What are the role they play? So we are beginning to understand what we can achieve as a business analyst, or what we can use business analysis to achieve in an organization when it comes to implementing and managing all these enterprise application companies are using. Let's see integration. When we talk about integrating enterprise application, a lot of things can be integrated. You can integrate applications from different vendors as well. Like looking at here, you see that this is the company, and now you see this company, they are using a lot of applications here, and they want this application to be sharing information seamlessly. You can see here, you can integrate here Salesforce. You can integrate application from SAP. You can integrate application from different like Shopify, Dynamics, which is Microsoft, Amazon, Telio, Zoho, and so many of them. So once you do the integration, they can start sharing information seamlessly. So why business analysis is crucial in the context of enterprise application? Number one, alignment with organizational objective. Effective business analysis ensures that enterprise applications align seamlessly with organizational goals and objectives. By understanding business need, analysts can tailor this application to enhance efficiency, reduce cost, and drive strategic initiative. So all over you are doing is to make sure that you align it with organizational initiative. What is the goal? What does the organization want to achieve? Most time is to drive efficiency. And when there is efficiency driven, it's going to reduce the cost of operation. It's going to reduce the data, the poor data quality should be reduced, brought down to zero, improve the quality of data communicated, and drive strategic initiative. Then, number two of this importance is requirement elicitation. Requirement elicitation and definition. Business analyst plays a pivotal role in eliciting and defining requirements for enterprise application. Elicitation means requirement gathering or data collection. This involves understanding the user need, documenting functional specification, and ensuring that the application meets the diverse requirements of different stakeholders. It's your duty to capture requirements from different stakeholders so that you understand how this enterprise application is going to be used in order to make sure that everybody is happy. You are going to talk to human resources, talk to finance, marketing, sales, IT support to understand their need. And from there, you decide how this application is going to be used. You decide whether are you going which application are you going to integrate to make sure that there is better communication and things like that. I've done so many integration. I can't even remember how many integration I've done. So many of them. No. So one of them is even in let me say HR, human resources, and ITSM unit, IT support unit. You know, when a customer, this integration between human resources, I don't even want to go to HR or finance because there are so many of them. Let me use the area that you might not be very common with, HR and ITSM. I've done that integration. The integration is that when there is a new joiner is when there's a new employee from HR, automatically the HR application will trigger off and send information to ITSM application, either ServiceNow or Halo ITSM. In this case, we use Halo ITSM. It will trigger information, and the people in the IT unit, we know that there is a new joiner, and with the information of the new joiner, you know the department, you know their role, you know everything. It not before the integration, when the company recruits employee, the HR then need to have to send email to IT unit or go to the IT unit to talk to them or call them on phone to tell them that this is a new employee, and then you attach the record by your email and make notes for them to know what to do. What to do is what we call provisioning. We make provision for the person by, arrangement for laptop, all the work pack the person need to use, like phone, creating account, different account they need to use based on their departments. And that is analog. It takes a lot of time to do that. At times it takes like 1 week in order to send the email. The other person will reply, I've sent the email or this and that. I did not understand this very well. This is a kind of bottleneck, too bureaucratic. And this calls for an integration to share information and reduce workload. As a business analyst, I plan this integration. Integration is that once there is a new joiner, automatically it triggers information to IT unit, ITSM unit. ITSM unit automatically will get all the information about the new joiner, their department, and with that, they know what to do. Automatically, they make automatic provisioning by creating accounts. Every account they are going to use, all the application they are going to use, they will get a laptop for the person and configure the laptop, provide password, username, get the phone for the person, create everything the person will need to will be automatically be created, and this can be done within 1 day. And before it takes like 1 week to 2 weeks to get a new joiner provision and onboarded. But with an integration, we can do that within 1 day. You know, maximum 2 days. That is sorted out. So that is where all this you as a business analyst, so you need to understand the need. What triggers this is understanding the need. So understanding what is required, you understand the need and integration. That is a need. And then you start documenting how they are. So documenting functional specification, ensuring that the application meets the diverse requirement of different stakeholders. When that integration is properly done, you see the whole stakeholders, both stakeholders from HR and stakeholders from ITSM, they are happy. They know what is going on. And when there is, for instance, when there is a staff is leaving the company, once there is a letter submitted that a staff is leaving, automatically the HR system will trigger information to the ITSM, and with that, the ITSM will automatically block the account. The person will not have access to any information, and from there, they will move to collect the equipment and things like that. So this is how it works. Then, optimizing applications functionality. Business analysts assess the functionality of enterprise application to ensure they address specific business challenges. Through thorough analysis, they identify opportunities for customization, enhancement, or integration to optimize overall application performance, which I've covered already. Facilitating user adoption. Understanding user need and expectation is critical for successful adoption of enterprise application. When you understand the way users want to use that enterprise application, you will help to customize it and provide training, good training for them so that they will not struggle. And when that is done, they are going to be happy. The adoption is going to be very smooth. So business analysts bridge the gap between end user and technical team, ensuring that applications are user-friendly and meet the requirements of diverse user group. So making sure everybody that are going to use that application, you make it user-friendly, easy to use, providing training for them. Data-driven decision-making. Business analysts involve a comprehensive evaluation of data and metrics generated by enterprise applications. Analysts interpret the information to provide insight for informed decision-making, helping organizations leverage the full potential of their application. Change management and adaptability. Enterprise applications often undergo update, expansion, or integration. Business analysts facilitate smooth transition by managing change effectively. They assess the impact of changes on processes, people, and technology, ensure minimal disruption to operation. All these applications, they go through updates. Every application, every software goes through updates. And if you as a business analyst, your duty to make sure that there is minimal disruption. You see in GoCabo, I don't know, some of you are not in GoCabo, but we have upgraded our GoCabo to a second version, and there is no disruption. All you need are, for those who are using the old application, all you just a tab and your new application will be updated. So it's not like because there is an update, you shut the system down or you shut the company down. You have to plan to make sure there is minimal disruption. In some cases where the application needs to be shut down in order to transmit or migrate data, then some of these things are done in the midnight when there is less traffic. Cost efficiency and resource optimization. Through effective business analysis, organizations can identify areas for cost optimization within enterprise application. This includes streamlining processes, eliminating redundancies, and ensuring efficient resource utilization. Like I told you about the integration I make between 3CS. 3CS is the telephone operation the sales department use to make call to the potential customers and the customers as well. And they pay them based on how many hours you spend on that call. And they do that manually. They import the call data manually. They put it manually into the CRM system for them to get paid. Because of that, there has been a lot of inconsistencies and fraud going on. And after an audit, you find out that there's a lot going on. So in this case, we have to make sure there is, we have to streamline the operation by integrating 3CX with our CRM system. And when that is done, it streamlines the operation and reduce down the amount of money the company used to pay the sales agent, because they used to hike the money fraudulently. So this is cost reduction and efficiency, eliminating all these fraudulent activities going on within the system through manual data handling. Quality assurance and risk mitigation. Business analysts contribute to the quality assurance by identifying potential risks and challenges associated with enterprise application. They develop strategies to mitigate this risk, enhancing the overall reliability and the reliance of the application. Like I said, BAs, when there is a BAs can do the job of quality assurance officers. But if there is quality assurance officers who does the quality assurance and risk management or mitigation, but if there is no quality assurance personnel, BAs does all this very well. Continuous improvement. Business analysis is an iterative process that promotes continuous improvement by regularly assessing the performance of the enterprise application. Analysts identify opportunities for enhancement, ensuring that the application evolves alongside changing business need. So it's a continuous improvement. When there is all this application in the companies, in most cases we'll have a standby BA. Their job is to continuously assessing how this application is going to be optimized. Like in my company, we have PAs allocated to all the, like in CRM, we have a dedicated BA to CRM. We have ERP, we have a dedicated BA to, all the applications, dedicated BAs looking at how to optimize all of them. And that is because we have to continue optimizing them, upgrading to the latest version, integrating, mainly integration. You must understand how this integration, because that's what a lot has to be done through integration. For instance, in CRM, where today all the lead company generates today is through social media. So many companies today, once they have a CRM system, the next thing is how do they integrate the CRM system with all these various social media channels or marketing channels, so that they will be help them generating lead like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So these are where they get the lead. So this is where the integration goes in. These are external integration outside within the company. But within the company, we can talk about company integrating, like for instance, ERP with CRM, CRM with HR, HR with ITSM, integrating all these applications that represent different units together. But outside that, we still have external integration, like I mentioned, with Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and it depends on the kind of business your company does. At times, you have to do integration with payment gateways where you used to receive money. At times, equally, you do integration with government offices like HMRC for company tax and all these things. You do the integration so that I'll be getting a lot of information where companies need to share information with government authorities. You find out that some of your applications need to be integrated with government portal, So these are so many integration going on. For instance, in logistics, transport and logistics or supply chain, we have a custom clearance. I've done that integration for a company as well. We have to integrate our supply chain management software with this UK government for custom clearance, so that any goods, because the company brings a lot of goods from their clients from China and different part of Europe and America. So they have to do a lot of custom clearance. And to do that, there is integration that needs to be, so that the government website and the company websites need to be sharing information, so that this information don't need to be shared by manually to avoid compromise. In conclusion, effective business analysis is paramount for the success of enterprise application. It ensures alignment with organizational objectives, facilitates user adoption, support data-driven decision-making, enables adaptability, optimize costs, mitigates risk, and promotes continuous improvement. Organizations that prioritize business analysis in the context of enterprise applications are better position to maximize the value and impact of their critical technological assets. So that is where we are going to be stopping tonight. So you can see the importance of enterprise application to the organization and the importance of business analysis, making this enterprise application work for the organization. If companies have this enterprise application that are very, very vital, which is backbone for all these companies, it cannot work without proper business analysis. And who does that business analysis? You. So that is where you come in as a modern business consultant. It's no longer, but in our next lesson, we are going to talk about business analysis without enterprise applications. Like I told you, you can do business analysis without all this digital technology. That is going to be the topic for next week. All right. So if you have any question, I'm ready for your question. We have first person here is Nena Linda. Be fast. Okay, let's move to the next person. Adeze Odionye.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Charles. Good evening, everyone. My question is, you were talking about integration and all that, but I want to understand something. Is it that it is the job of a business analyst to integrate softwares? Because from what I understood in IT, I thought that you can easily, is it that you cannot easily integrate? For example, let's talk about lead generation application and CRM now. Anyone can easily integrate that, or are you saying that anyone that is anybody that is working in a company is not supposed to do that except the BA? And secondly, you're talking about code, that a BA will design something to an app or something for integration, and then the developers will go ahead and develop it. I don't really understand. It's really confusing, and because I know that if we have two apps that cannot be integrated together, you can use something like Zapier to integrate them to and create a trigger. I really do not understand. If you can throw more light on this.
You say you already know that it can be integrated. Anyway, these will have different levels of integration. We have minor integration where you can use Zapier, do this and that. But when it comes to enterprise application, these are big applications. We're not talking of integrating minor integration here where some of these things are already developed for you to just click and is integrated. These are not the kind of integration we are talking about. We are talking about integrating enterprise application with CRM system to share information. Different enterprise application is not as easy as you think. And you say it's just a code. It's not just a code. You have to write the way you want to use the system. The way the company wants to use the system might be different. So you must have a different, based on what the users want, will determine the kind of, the line of code. And the code here, you as a business analyst, you create it as a user story, and the developers will configure the code. They will write the logic.
Okay, I now understand. Thank you.
Okay. We have for Alex.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Charles, for the exposure to us in all the softwares. It's amazing. Thank you. So I just want to ask question on this enterprise solution, the system. Is there any of them that is free? Because when you were doing project management with us, at least we are exposed to Project Libre, Precam, and others that we can work with. This enterprise solution, anyone that is free, that is unpaid, that we can use to work. And is there any plan to like expose us to it?
There are so many free enterprise applications like CRM. We have a HubSpot. I think that one is free to some extent. And even all these, so many of these dynamics will have like some of them is give you 1 month's grace to try it out, to play around and see how it works. So some of them, although some are like most of the enterprise application from Microsoft, you cannot get it if you don't have a custom email, company email. You can't use gmail.com or yahoo.com to get it. So we have so many of them like free. It might not be free, but you have like 1 month free trial or 2 week free trial. They always give you opportunity to try it out. And if you are a smart business analyst, you can leverage on that to be learning how they really looks like.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. I will have IKSA.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Charles.
Good evening.
My question is on the issue of integration. So I began to wonder if someone who is not who has not done coding, how is the person going to cope with all this integration you talked about? I'm just wondering in my mind.
I didn't say you are good. I said will it be is work with developers. I say you design the developers build. What is design? We're coming to that. We cannot teach you design at this stage. Also, you are not going to user stories, acceptance criteria. These are way of designing for developers to understand. So if you already know it, you shouldn't be here. So like you say, how are you going to? You are here to learn. We are still at the introductory level. Are you getting me?
Okay, thank you, sir.
So the integration is very vital in business analysis. So, but it's not you that are going to do the integration. That's why we have developers. Developers does the configuration. That is their job. But you need to understand and tell them what to do. That is their job. You need to tell them what you want.
Okay,
the system you need to be sharing information together. You want ERP and CRM to share information together, and the way you want them to share that information, documents you want to be sending from one application to the other. You need to design all these things and show them, like invoices. You need to show them the invoice sample you want to be sharing. Maybe if a customer makes a payment in the CRM system and the CRM generates invoice, this invoice needs to be transmitted to finance departments, into finance department ERP. You need to design that invoice, and all these are what you need to design as a business analyst. And the developers will understand what you are trying to tell them, and they will design a line of code logic based on what you told them, they will create that logic and the system will start sharing information. Is that clear?
Very clear, sir.
Okay. So we have Ahemen.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. My question is, do we have people who are project managers as well as business analysts? That they're doing the two roles?
Are you sleeping? Are you just woke up from your sleep?
No, I'm not sleeping.
So why are you asking this kind of question? At this point, we shouldn't be asking this kind of question. Am I right or wrong? Let's be realistic.
Sir, you're right. Oh, you're right.
You're right, sir.
You're right. Oh. You're right.
Well, we just finished project management. Have we not just finished project management? And we said that project managers work with business analysts. And we said that a business analyst can do a job where I even said it today. When there is no project manager, the business analyst can plan a project and even deliver it as a project manager without a business analyst. I've just said all these things. And for the fact we have been working on project management, how project managers and business analysts are working together to develop, to deploy solution or manage a project. And if you are not trying to ask me how a project manager can work with business analysts or how a project manager can work, I've been saying all this. I've said that a good business analyst is a good project manager because you can work, deliver without a project manager. That is working hybrid. I said it. And I said how I've even taught so many project managers business analysis. Nema, if you are still there, you can. If you are not, then we'll bring this class to an end. All right. Thank you, everyone. And next week, we look at how we can continue as a business analyst without any form of digital enterprise application, because business analysis is not all about enterprise application. But if you want to fly high, you must master all this enterprise application. Thank you and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Charles.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.